Hello, Ryerson. I'm Alexia Capralos, and you're listening to The Plug-In on the Scope at Ryerson. So put on your headphones and plug them in to explore what's new in Canadian and international rock. Today is October 29th, 2015, here in downtown Toronto. This week on the show, 2 band members experience medical difficulties, a metal band gets their song featured on a commercial for the Game Show Network, a pop-punk band announces the release of new music, and we even have an interview with Mayday Parade that I conducted for the Heavy Press on October 22nd. Also, we have a top 5 countdown on the top 5 rock songs that charted on Billboard the last time a countdown fell on Halloween, your local show listings, and some great songs coming your way. I know I'm pretty excited for this. What's new in the world of rock, metal, and alternative music? It's that time of week again. It's time to have your weekly dose of music news. Born of Osiris is no longer playing their current tour and Not Fest due to their guitarist's foot surgery. Lee McKinney's foot was fractured, but in an official statement, the band said that surgery was a success. Born of Osiris won't be playing any shows until McKinney gets a hard boot on his foot, even though the doctor still doesn't recommend it because he doesn't want him to play at all. He even said that he wouldn't mind playing guitar in a wheelchair, David Grohl style. Get well soon, Lee McKinney. There's no word exactly when they will be back on their feet, but I'm sure they will make an official announcement via their social networks as soon as possible. More in medical news for musicians. Volume's drummer, Nick Ersic, has been hospitalized in Europe. He needed to have surgery for an infection. Because of this, Volume's cancelled some European dates with the Acacia strain and Hellions. In a statement released by the band, they say that hospitals in Spain and Switzerland told Ersic nothing was wrong. The third hospital they visited, in Germany, found that they needed to operate on him and drain out the infection. A friend of the band's, Max Schad, will fill in for Ersic on drums eventually. They concluded the statement thanking fans for their support and stating that 2016 will bring the release of a new Volumes album. We the Kings have announced the release of a new album. Strange Love comes out on November 20th. The band hasn't confirmed a track list yet or released a single. But back in February, they did confirm that they've written a song called Check Yes Juliet Part 2. Who's excited? Tweet us at the Plug-In One to tell us how excited you are and what albums you are looking out for. That's at the Plug-In One with the numeral 1, no dashes. A Lamb of God song has been featured on a game show. Their song, 512, is in the trailer for a horror-themed game show called Hellevator on the Game Show Network. Vocalist Randy Blythe says, quote, "We're all horror film fans, and when the guys who made Paranormal Activity asked us to use our song for their latest project, we were thrilled." He continues, "Our fascination with the horrors of history, which is part of the theme of our album, 7 Strung Undrang, is also evidenced in Hellevator, and the tone of this show is a perfect fit with the vibe of 512. The show premiered on October 21st. You could catch it on the Game Show Network on Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And that concludes our music news for the week. Tell us your thoughts and opinions by tweeting us at the Plug-In One. We want to make your voice heard. Taking a break now, here's I'll Survive by the Ocean Cure, followed by Walk South by Her Majesty the King. Here it goes.
Now
Hey everyone, we're back from listening to I'll Survive by The Ocean Cure and Walk South by Her Majesty the King. You are here with Alexia Capralos on the plug-in on the scope at Ryerson. Can you guess what time of week it is? It's time for some numbers. It's time for your top 5 countdown of the week. Since it's Halloween in a few days, we have another Halloween-themed countdown coming your way. This week, we're counting down the top 5 songs charting on Billboard's Rock Chart on October 31st, 2009. Why 2009? Well, it's because it's the last time Billboard had a chart come out on the exact date of Halloween. So, let's get in the spirit for this holiday. Let's start counting. In the number 5 position is Break by 3 Days Grace. This song moved up 2 spaces from number 7 the week before on the chart. Break was originally released on September 1st, 2009. It served as the first single off 3 Days Grace's third album, Life Starts Now. The song eventually did hit number 1 on the Billboard Rock Songs chart, but on Halloween, it remained at number 5. Number 4 goes out to I Will Not Bow by Breaking Benjamin. This song remained at number 4 from the previous week and only ended up peaking at number 3. This song is a single from Breaking Benjamin's 2009 album, Dear Agony. I Will Not Bow was even featured in the video game Rock Band as a playable level. Pretty neat. Number 3 slot belongs to Jars by Chevelle. On Halloween 2009, this song may have charted at number 3, only reaching number 2 as a peak. Jars is the first single off Chevelle's 2009 album, Sci-Fi Crimes. This song was recorded in the studio without samples, which is very rare for artists to do. So, this song is the number 3 rock song on the last Halloween chart. Wheels by the Foo Fighters is in the number 2 position. On Halloween, it was charting at number 2, lasting 4 weeks on this rock chart. This song was premiered live at the White House as part of an Independence Day celebration to honor military members. Pretty neat, huh? Finally, number 1. What was the number 1 song on Halloween 2009? The last time a countdown chart fell on Halloween, the top song was Check My Brain by Alice in Chains. This song spent 10 weeks on the Billboard Rock chart, and of course, it peaked all the way to number 1. This song is off their album, Black Gives Way to Blue. The song is in reference to the band's guitarist moving to California in 2003. He commented that he likes where he is and where he's living. Jerry Cantrell says that as an ex-drug addict, it's ironic that he moved to the quote belly of the beast and didn't participate in drugs while there. That's where the quote "somebody check my brain" comes from. The whole ironic matter of the nature. So, this was the number 1 rock song the last time a countdown charted on Halloween. And our top 5 countdown has reached an end. Now, let's take a quick break with some music. Coming up next is Drown Me Out by Tether, followed by Malevolence by New Year's Day.
Are your thoughts becoming clear? Am I really what you fear? I hear the sullen footsteps of my conscience drawing near. I've been at it for too long. My heartbeat's almost gone. I try to get foreign as water penetrates my lungs. There's no time to repent. Preparing you for this end. I've given up on life 'cause it was so much worse than that. Sins can be forgotten, but lies remain unknown. With your hands around my throne, my dear, I pray to God you don't let go. I pray to God you don't let go. Our lives were never free. There's always been a cost. As I once knew a child born, but the mother lost. I blamed it all on you, the innocence of one. I drank a whore, I sold myself to the thought that all was gone. Then God knocked at the door to claim the dead child. I lost faith, I given in, sold your life, place of my own. Intentions once pure and simple, now sinister and sharp. I was weak, I would fall for a promise. I had no God. Been through the worst, I've seen the purest soul. Still up with such disdain, watching them fall, trying to take me out. I see your foolish gaze. Well, I'm not afraid to take the world on myself. But if I can't have it all, then no one will. Nothing's gonna save me. The evil that I see has taken over me. No one's gonna save me. The damage has been done. I'm righting all the wrongs. I'm relentless like a midnight. Rotten to the core, sacred vows are torn. Can't expect a snake to be a sheep. Can't expect a liar not to cheat. Rotten to the core, sacred vows are torn. Can't expect a snake to be a sheep. Can't expect a liar not to cheat. Well, I'm not afraid to take the world on myself. But if I can't have it all, then no one will. Nothing's gonna save me. The evil that I see has taken over me. No one's gonna save me. The damage has been done. I'm righting all the wrongs. I'm relentless like a midnight.
Welcome back from listening to Drown Me Out by Toronto natives Tether and Malevolence, off New Year's Day's latest album, also entitled Malevolence. You're listening to The Plug-In on The Scope at Ryerson. I'm Alexia Capralos. I hope you're having a rockin' night so far. Last Thursday, Mayday Parade came to Toronto on the AP tour with bands Real Friends, This Wildlife, and As It Is. The show was at Toronto's Danforth Music Hall. I had the chance to interview Mayday Parade's Derek Sanders and Jake Bundrick on their tour bus before the show. This interview was done for the Heavy Press. You could check out the full video for my interview on www.theheavypress.com. This is what they had to say. Hello everyone, Alexia Capralos here from the Heavy Press, sitting with Mayday Parade. Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm great. So currently we are right in front of the Danforth Music Hall in the tour bus, and we're on Greektown. So after your show, are you guys thinking of grabbing some delicious Greek food?
We should. You know, I didn't really realize that we were in Greektown until you guys came out and told us. But that sounds amazing for after show. So maybe we'll make that happen. Yeah.
What's the thing to get?
Gyro or souvlaki. It's good stuff. But yeah, without further ado, let's talk about your new album. So Black Lines just came out at the beginning of this month. Can you tell us what's different about this album from any other previous albums that you guys have released?
Well, I'd say it's quite a bit different. That was kind of the whole idea with the album, is we wanted it to feel separate from anything we had done before, because we felt like we were starting to repeat ourselves. And so that was, the idea was to, one, go with a new producer and kind of take us out of our comfort zone, and to maybe keep things a little more raw and a little more rock with this album. So yeah, it's a little bit of a departure, I suppose, from what we've done in the past, but I think it feels really good, and I'm very happy with it. Yeah.
Would you like to add anything?
What he said, yeah.
Okay, so what would you say is your favorite song on the album, and why?
It's tough to pick. It's been for a little bit. It's been the track 10. It's called "Until You're Big Enough," and it's hard to really say why. I just that one feels really good to me, and we've been playing it live. Not every night on this tour, but every other night or so, and it's really fun to play live as well. So yeah.
I don't remember the names of our songs. Track 2.
Just Out of Reach.
Yeah, that one. Just Out of Reach. It's one of my favorite ones to play.
Do you guys have any new muses or inspirations for this album?
Well, it's funny because I feel like more than anything, it's kind of like going back to, like, we all grew up and listened to a lot of 90s, like, alternative rock and rock music. So that was, like, what really influenced us when we were, like, really young, young teenagers. And then we kind of, around, like, 14, 15, started getting into bands like, New Found Glory and Saves the Day, Jimmy Eat World, Brand New, Take Back Sunday, all of that, like pop punk, whatever. And I feel like when we started the band, that's what we kind of wanted to emulate in a way, and we wanted to be a band like that. And then now it's almost like I feel like a lot of the new album seems like it's more influenced by that, like, 90s rock that we listened to when we were younger, like growing up, I'd say, So it's not really new necessarily, but it's like, I guess, just different, yeah.
Yeah.
So on this album, you have a special guest vocalist, all right, on the first track from Real Friends. Can you tell us about Dan's role on the album?
Yeah, well, we've thrown around the idea of having, like, a guest vocalist on an album track for a while, and it just usually doesn't work out, but I think it all kind of just fell into place. We've been friends with them for a long time, or for, about 3 years, and, we knew the tour was happening. And so I just, one day I was like, dang, that'd be so cool if Dan could sing on this song, and then he could come out and do it every night on the tour, and I hit him up about it, and he was down. They had a day off in New York at the same time we were up there recording, so it all just kind of fell into place, and I think it's cool. It's really fun whenever he comes out and does it. I used to love seeing stuff like that, going to shows and seeing any kind of, like, collaboration between the bands and just kind of show them that they're buds up there, is really neat. So, yeah.
Just killing it.
I just chatter, I just talk away. Sorry. Yeah.
So, again, for this album and your performances, what was your favorite song off of this album to play live?
Probably the first one. One of them will destroy the other, just because it's, like, super energetic, and it's the first song we play, so, like, it just kind of, like, fires right into it, and I don't know, it feels good.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing, just because it is really energetic. And then Dan comes out, and it's suspense and all this kind of stuff, and it's pretty cool.
Can you tell us, and fans who don't know, about the story about how you guys became friends with Real Friends with Real Friends?
Yeah, well, it was right here in Toronto, actually. I don't know if you knew that, but yeah, that's Riot Fest in Toronto, I guess about 3 years ago. And I knew of them before that. Our merch guy, Tyler, actually, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, was like, dude, you gotta check out this band, Real Friends, they're so good. So I kind of, like, knew of their music, and then, of course, they had just signed to Fearless. And we, were part of Fearless and love them. So it all just kind of fell into place, and we met them at that show, and they were great dudes. And we've done, Warped Tour with them, Soundwave with them, so we've gotten a chance to know them pretty well throughout the years. Yeah.
It's all good. Do you guys have any other bands that you would like to collaborate with in the future?
Absolutely. I mean, gosh, it's tough to say. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Paris. We did our tour last fall with them. And they're so good, and Lynn's voice is so good that I think it'd be cool to maybe do something with them.
That is a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's tough to say, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, so this year, Mayday Parade celebrates their 10th anniversary. How do you guys feel that you've evolved since that very first release of your EP?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. I feel like we have a much better sense of, like, what we want to do and who we are, and what the band is and whatnot, and it's in the early days, especially, like, whenever everything's being kind of like it's moving real fast, and you're signed to a label for the first time, and then you're doing a full-length album, and everything is just like coming at you, and you don't really know how to handle all of it. Whereas now it's kind of just become normal, and it's our life and it's our job, and we're not gonna I feel like in the past we've let ourselves be in a position where we could be taken advantage of, and we know not to do that anymore. And I don't know, we're just more mature, I guess, like everybody would be after 10 years, and
we just figured it out.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't let people run over us. We kind of do what we want to do, and we're here to listen, but ultimately in the end we want to do what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So would you say that you guys feel like veterans in the industry by now, or still kind of like really young in the industry?
Somewhere in between, I guess, because when I, to me, when I think of like veterans, at least especially like in our scene, I think of like Taking Back Sunday or like Jimmy Eat World or Brand New or bands like that. But we're obviously not a new band either, so we're like middle aged. I don't know, somewhere in there, somewhere in the middle.
Metaphorically middle aged.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, are you guys excited for your show tonight?
Yeah. Toronto is always just like one of the best shows, so it's going to be really cool. I'm very excited about it.
I'm stoked.
Well, thank you so much. This has been very fun. And that was Mayday Parade, and this is The Heavy Press. That was just Derek Sanders and Jake Bundrick of Mayday Parade, interviewed by me, Alexia Kapralos. Catch the full video interview on www.theheavypress.com. I'd like to give a thank you to Jeanette LeBlanc and Christine Kapralos for helping make this possible. In spirit of my interview with the band, coming up next is One of Them Will Destroy the Other by Mayday Parade, featuring Dan Lambton of Real Friends. This will be followed by Wolves by Crystalline.
Come around any one of these days, and we'll just stand in the
everyone. You're listening to The Plug-In on The Scope at Ryerson, hosted by me, Alexia Kapralos. You just jammed out to Mayday Parades, One of Them Will Destroy the Other, and Crystallines Wolves. Did you like those songs? If you have any requests for next week, let us know by tweeting us at The Plug-In One, because we love hearing from you. Want to know what Toronto local shows you should go to? Well, whether it's rain or shine, have no fear because your local show forecast is here. On Halloween, Saturday, October 31st, a musical event entitled Halloween Single Release takes place in Newmarket at Stellar Hall and Event Center. Artists playing include Cadillac Blood, On the Verge, Mackenzie Kelly, Conform, Allison Elizabeth, Riding Shotgun, and This Is a Crisis. This show is 19 plus, so pack your ID. Tickets are $15 at the door or $7 in advance. Doors open at 8 p.m. There's even a costume contest with a cash prize. How's that for a Halloween party? Also on Halloween, Footprints plays the Rivoli on Queen West. Doors open at 10 p.m. Ticket price remains unlisted, but tickets could be purchased at the door for, of course, an unavailable price at the moment. This is a 19 plus show, so again, please bring ID or else you cannot get into the show. On Wednesday, November 4th, Screaming Females plays the Garrison on Dundas West. Tickets are $14 in advance, online at ticketfly.com, that's ticketfly.com. Or you could purchase tickets in person at Soundscapes on College Street, or rotate this on Queen Street West. Doors open at 8 p.m. Those are your local show listings for the week. Remember to support your local music scene and to never drink and drive. There is alcohol at many of these events, so be careful. But do enjoy yourselves. Coming up next is Lie 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 by Metric, which is charting here at the Scope, Highway Horror by the House of Haunt, and Witness by Jackalope. Have fun listening to these next tracks.
If it happened, it was meant to be. Offer me a free lobotomy. Got to be sedated to be seen on the cover of your magazine. Hey! 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 If it happened, it was meant to be. Got me a lobotomy for free. Now I'm so sedated and serene on the cover of your magazine. Hey! 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 Oh, and I suppose I brought it all upon myself. Starting with the question no one wants to ask themselves. Naked in the movie, make me the director's pet. Everybody told me, take whatever you can get. Everybody told me, take whatever you can get. Lie, lie, la, lie, 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 la, lie, lie. Lie, lie, la, lie, lie, la, 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 lie, lie. Lie, lie, la, lie, 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 la, lie, lie. Lie, lie, la, lie, lie, la, 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 lie, lie. Holding up your freedom of speech, rage against the dying of the light. Why you never say what you mean? Rage against the dying of the light. Baby, you'll be safe with me. Rage against the dying of the light. Holding up a tattered dream. Rage against the dying, rage against the dying of the light. Oh, and I suppose I brought it all upon myself. Knowing all the questions no one wants to ask themselves. Make it in the movie, make her the director's pet. Your mother and your father wanna see you on the TV set. Everybody told her, take whatever you can get.
I turn to run, but there's nowhere to go. Drop to my knees just to save my soul. A step at a time, it was my way. There's blood in my eyes. There's no surprise. She sees me die. If you see that evil kind, will you give her a message? I know you killed me dead, but if you think you've seen me last of me, you best be a good girl. You see, I
you play away in front of your eyes. Everything's the same and nothing can change. And no one's left around, there's only one to play. Turn your back against the wall, walk away, you gave your all. Start to climb before you fall. Good night, sleep tight. Hold the call late at night. Dry those tears, it'll be alright. Give it up, don't try to fight. Good night, sleep tight.
Someone who sees me. Someone who knows me.
Suddenly, my heart's grown colder. Suddenly, I'm feeling older. Suddenly, the time goes faster. Somebody find me someone. Suddenly, my heart's grown colder. Suddenly, I'm feeling older. Suddenly, the time goes faster. Somebody find me someone. Somebody find me someone. Someone help me.
Someone who sees me. Someone who knows me.
When I get a answer, not another night alone. Something knows what I know. Can I get an answer? Someone I can call my own, and I get to be alone.
I'm Alexia Kapralos, coming at you on the plug-in. We're back from listening to Lie 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 by Metric, Highway Horror by the House of Haunt, and Witness by Jackalope. Well, that's all for today, folks. Thank you for tuning in, and remember to follow us on Twitter at @theplugin1 and to like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/theplugin1. Also, we've got an archive set up on Spreaker at www.spreaker.com/user/theplugin1, so you could enjoy episodes of the show whenever you want. By the way, this is all the plug-in one with the numeral 1 and no dashes. I'm Alexia Kapralos, signing off for the plug-in on the scope. Have a rockin' night.